ready to roll from Sloan Park. Just so you're aware, the shift is on. Change won't come, at least potentially, until next year. And Kyle missing off the plate for ball one. Alfonso Marquez, our plate umpire. Kyle Hendricks will watch him today, and he's just going to be looking at trying to pepper that zone.
So good at working the edges. Rarely throws the ball over the fat part of the plate. It's always, when he's locked in, it's down and away. With the runner in on the hands on occasion. Maybe right now.
Felt that one off his foot, and now it's 1-2. Yeah, he felt like his fastball got flat last year. I think one of the other things, for him is that angle so that he can get to that down and away spot to both righties and lefties. That's what he'll be looking at.
Yeah, it's a difficult pitch to execute. The fastball down and away, right on right.
That one served down into right center field and a base hit. So Yermin Mercedes with the knock. Remember, he started last year 8 for 8. First guy ever to start a season 8 for 8.
Yeah, and he went nuts there for a month or so. And
4-15 in April. Yeah. So Mercedes aboard, and here is Zach Collins, who's a guy in competition for their backup catcher spot with Sebi Zavala. Yes, Monty Grandal will be their catcher, but first round pick. There's Hendricks out of the stretch. And that is in for a strike. JD, one of the things to look at for all pitchers, right? And that is the fact that in today's world, these guys are all training and getting ready. And so as they start to ramp up their throwing leading into spring training, there's a swing and a miss. But then the lockout happens, and it ends up getting to a point where they get to where they're supposed to be in spring training, and they're like, what do I do now? And they can't communicate with the teams, and they don't know when it's going to start.
Yeah, I think if I were a pitcher in that situation, one, you're monitoring the negotiations. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of conversations between players and agents and the executive subcommittee that was negotiating the deal, just getting a sense. Do you think we're close? Because if we are, I'm going to continue to prepare like we're going to start within a week or 10 days. If not, I might back off a little bit.
There's a changeup right there, and Kyle able to get Zach. And a strikeout for Hendricks.
It's such a great weapon for Kyle against left and right-handed hitters, but especially against the lefties. That changeup fading down and away.
I asked Kyle about it too, though, and I think it is a general idea. You're going to see guys first time through the rotation 4 innings, maybe 5 innings tops. Swing and a miss there from Adolfo.
Yeah, I think the buzzword will be caution, right? Early on, even here in spring training, we're seeing it with the lineups. Both these clubs are running out there. Most of the regular position players not out there. Maybe in the next couple of days they'll start to play more frequently. But just talking with David Ross yesterday, we'd rather err on the side of caution early because you have to shut a guy down this early in spring training. That's really going to disrupt things. And if you have to just ask your starters to give you 4, maybe 5 innings as opposed to 6, you're just going to have to fill in with the bullpen.
And I think the other part is, they're all going to get probably around 4 starts.
I think so.
And the pitchers normally get, 6 to 7. Check swing, called strike 3, and Hendricks, after giving up the single, back-to-back punch-outs.
Setting up down and away. This pitch actually gets a lot of the plate. That's Paul Lynn. That's Whoopi Goldberg. That's center square right there. The young fella couldn't pull the trigger.
If you had a Paul Lynn reference in game 1 of this spring training, good on you, because I knew we'd get one this year, but not game 1.
Well, he rarely throws a Paul Lynn fastball. He's more of a Charlie Weaver guy.
And And that one's screaming off into the seats.
But here's the other thing, that 6-start idea. I mean, this goes back. This is what's been happening in spring training for years and years and years. Modern starting pitcher isn't getting ready to give you 7, 8, 9 innings anyway at the start of the season, if at any point in the season. I mean, we're asking 6 innings out of these guys, so I think, there's a chance that some of these guys are going to be kind of fully ready to go.
Vargas gobbles it up, flips to first. And that's that. Good start for Kyle Hendricks. And here come the Cubs. Up to hit and due up. Ildemaro Vargas will lead things off. Yan Gomes and top prospect Brandon Davis. Here come the Cubs.
To make the most of March.